Life is a great game, but unfortunately, when you don't have money, you never get a turn to play. This is a quote that I heard from, well, me. I made up the quote, so yeah, I'll give myself full credit. But nonetheless, it's really interesting when you're much younger how much you're insulated from the facts of life and how much money actually matters. When you're standing in line at the church waiting for food, or if you're waiting for the bus, right? There's so much time that you spend burning away your precious time because you don't have the ability to skip the line via having money to just go and buy food from the supermarket or having a car and just taking off on the road. Time is the most valuable thing that you have. And when everything is set up to waste your time, unfortunately, you lose the game. So, how do we start winning? And I think this is where a lot of us are at this point. We realize that there's something that we don't have, and we need to clue into how do we get to the next step. The next step is naturally self belief and believing that you can do it. And I know this probably seems like obvious, like, yeah, Dennis, of course I need to believe in myself, but hear me out. A lot of us think that all we can amount to is what we are today. You might have a job that might not pay as well, or you might be in a situation that might be slightly better than your parents, but not really so much so that you're able to push the ball forward. And as such, we have framed in our minds that this is where we will be forever. That is not true. And this goes on to this idea of self-belief that you can be more than what you are today. This is actually much more difficult than I thought it was when I was going through that journey of realizing that, wait a minute, I can be better, I can be more. And it does take a little bit of inner work. But once you are able to appreciate the fact that you are a fully breathing, dynamic, capable human being, that is when you will start to take action. And then it leads you to the next step, which is truly implementation. Implementation comes on to a couple different facets. It could be implementing your new skills and working on that new project. It could be applying to a role that you otherwise would not apply to because you were fearful that you might not be capable. It could be starting a business and trying to put your talents on the free market and see whether or not you'll get a bite. All it takes is you taking a risk, and at the end of the day, the quicker you are to learn that taking a risk is the gateway drug to money, to wealth, to success generally, then you will realize that you don't need a fancy education. You don't need to pay for anyone to guide you in any which manner. All it takes is a little bit of audacity, pen and paper, and you. And I'm telling you, you will be able to change your life. Hope this helps.